to the extension from 60 to 65. We have it, and we are working very closely with our own ministry here, the Permanent Secretary, and the Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation. As you know, this is a matter that had been tabled previously at National Council on Establishment twice, and unsuccessfully so, because perhaps the way it was framed, perhaps because of the depth of the stakeholder engagement. But with this note that we see the genuine intent of Mr. President to work through due process to actualize it, we now are kicking off a process between the ministry, and I will assign the team that will work with you, but you as professionals to work with us to develop the memo that then we go to the Council on Establishment to conclude it. That is the conclusion of the due process according to the advisement that we have, because it's an establishment matter. Even though Mr. President has given the note, and I can share that with you. But I wanted us to begin to work towards concluding the due process. So yes, from our side, from the executive side, I think we see from the federal government side, from His Excellency President and us as ministers, we see that as a major breakthrough. Now we'll work to ensure that on the civil service side that we follow the due process, because there are other ramifications and considerations to get to that. It is for clinically skilled health workers, front end, nurses, lab scientists, microbiologists, doctors, so that those who are delivering services have skills that they can be used, but they can also continue to train others. But that has to follow the extent due process to be consummated. So we think that that is something that is within our sight, and I know that the Head of Civil Service and the Permanent Secretary are all committed to see that we conclude that. The second element on the arrears, we had several correspondences with other parts of government to see that the 7 months arrears is deferred. That is from June to December 2023. His Excellency, in his wisdom, also has approved that the sourcing to happen and the release to happen. So that is a key step, which is in writing. And now we will work towards pursuing to ensure that it's executed, so that ultimately those entitlements are settled. That is what we can do in the Ministry of Health. I believe with those two pieces, you will agree with me that the federal government has done significant step towards addressing issues that have been lingering for quite a while, and that we will also continue to deal with any other issue that is outstanding. You had raised the issues of housing and other needs of the health workforce. And I'm sure you all have now started, and some of their branches are already coming to Abuja to talk to my colleague, the Minister of Housing and Urban Development and the Federal Mortgage Bank, in terms of the medical cities idea, whereby the health workers, broadly, diverse as they may be, have opportunity to have concessional financing to be able to build houses for themselves. We feel that is a key way to de-risk their own sort of risk profile, so that they can have good access to capital to buy homes. I think it's the best that one could do. All in all, I think both the Minister of State and myself, and I know the ministry, feel very optimistic that with those steps we're building on what we had done over the last 18 months, and we look forward to the rest of 2025, 26 and beyond as a continuation of an era of relative peace and harmony in the sector. We commit to you that we would respect, value each and every health professional, and will continue to work to earn your trust. And we urge all health professionals to also work towards earning the trust of government, so that collectively we serve Nigerians at the center of our attention. So that is really the crux of what I wanted to do, and also to interact with you and also hear your own perspectives, because a dialogue that we're doing collectively, so that we lay a foundation. It's not only when there's a crisis that you come knocking on our doors. It's good to occasionally step back and say, okay, we appreciate where we are, but here are areas that we need to work, but at least we are conversing among ourselves, not just when there is a threat of a crisis or with labor or whatever. No, 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 but at least as colleagues in the sector that we lean in, and as leaders to see that we can continue to work together.